Hi, you guys. How are you? Wow, we had Mars go into Capricorn overnight, and I'm definitely feeling it today. I am so tired. This energy just feels really, really heavy to me. It reminds me of when we had that Saturn-Pluto conjunction, and I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this. I felt like everything changed. Like I couldn't think as psychically as I used to. Like I could feel like the cortex in my brain, almost like layers of it switching around in how it takes in information. Oh, and I hope you can hear me because I don't have my microphone. So I'll speak loudly. But yeah, this energy, I've been very groggy today and very tired. It's just been one of those days where you just feel like you can't wake up. And I think it's because there's so many planets. Um, there's so much in Capricorn right now, and it's hitting eclipse energy. Plus, we had a late night last night, so there's always that. But this was, I had a tarot spread last night, after I did Pascal and Zuck. Oh my gosh. I wanted to check in with someone else, and I let these cards sit here, and then I added this deck now for more clarification to add more depth. And this is interesting. So I think I'm going to put these on the outside because what caught my attention was this card on the Ascendant. I did not expect to see that at all. And the other thing I wasn't, and then look at this in the 5th house of the Sun and USA defenses with the White House. Didn't expect to see that at all either. So I'm just going to pull these off a little bit so we can kind of see the original person. So this person, the card on the Ascendant, the thing that's giving life the whole week is the Sun, revelation. The Sun is also related to the President. It's related to the 5th house here of the Sun, where the Death card is. Something's coming to an ending. And the Sun is also here in this area that's We the People with the Disappointment card, or China, Russia. But here's the thing. This card being on the Ascendant, the Astro deck, told us that what would be giving life to the chart this week would be to look at the moon, which would be the soul of the chart. And here we go back to the moon. Down here, We the People, the moon having to do with the President. In the 4th house, USA defenses, this person drew the White House, and I found out that this moon was exactly Donald's part of fraud. So something's being revealed. This person was Melania Moflo, the Moflotus. What's going on? She's not in jail, but looks like it could be a possibility someday. So yeah, this is what's giving her life this week. Him, fraud, and the moon. And then this deck here, because this deck I was like, the question had to do with, at first I was asking Adam Schiff, but then I just switched, then I wanted to ask FBI and Intel, and then finally I just blended. Tell me, Adam Schiff and the FBI, what do you guys know about MoFlo and this Terrascope? So look at this. This is the Facebook card. Is this, yes, this is Facebook. Oh my God, wait till you see this. So if Facebook is giving the FBI and Adam Schiff life this week, we need to look to the moon here in the White House. With Facebook, I mean, how many times has Zuck had a meeting in the White House? And we have, wait, 1, 2, 3. This, the 6 of Swords, transmitting information across waters, land, far away. So it seems to me they're onto her about, she's trapped. She's totally entrapped. About Trump, Russia. That's what FBI Schiff know. She's totally trapped by this. So it seems right off the bat, FBI, Adam Schiff know about her role in using Facebook data and information for the White House, working with Trump Russia, and transmitting data. Remember that Ace of Cups thing from Lavrov? I always said was like a transmitter so they could transmit information. And then we discovered during the Iowa caucus, I think it was, there were a couple of readings I did with Iowa, like Iowa being on hold, the Iowa caucus, and then the 2 Shadow app. Those readings I did came back to this. So, so she had the White House. They know it's about transmitting data. But she drew the death card here in the 5th house, which we have, that has to do with Sagittarius. Well, Mars was in Sagittarius, and now it moved. It moved into Capricorn. And Schiff and the FBI have the data and the propaganda. So is this the end of the data and the propaganda? What do we have in the 9th house? The natural ruler is the air element. Transmission. And this is also where I just did that reading on all the crazy eclipse click stuff that's happening with Mars. I mean, the end of the rest of February is crazy, and it really starts to get going tomorrow on Monday. But every day, all this stuff is happening. Oh, and guess what? Donald drew the 7 of Wands here. You can't make this stuff up. Donald drew the 7 of Wands here, which is Facebook. So that lines up because this is the 5th house of the sun. And, oh my God. So Donald drew this here. Putin had the King of Cups himself reversed. Is he getting turned on his head? No, Bill Barr had the King of Cups reversed. Because I bet Stubbs all mad again. And then Putin had the 3 of Pentacles, their discussions. So Donald Barr and Stubb are having secret discussions about Facebook. Meanwhile, the FBI is on to Moflo and the data, and it looks like there's an ending that's coming as such. Oh my gosh. So then when we look at the White House and we look at the public servants, intel agencies, investigations, Moflo had the 4 of Cups. Is this an offer to her by the public intel agencies? Yeah. This is her offer. She doesn't like it from the intel agencies. Schiff and the FBI have temperance, the blending of information, the blending of evidence. Donald drew the magician manipulating things, which I bet because it feed Pluto, Saturn, judgment. Who's this? Bill Barr or Putin? Bill Barr had the 2 of Swords separating people. Putin had the 7 of Cups creating confusion. And this has to do, we look at Mercury, that has to do with communication, the magician communicating things, creating a cloud for cover. That's the blending part, creating the cloud for cover. Moflo has an offer, or maybe, I don't know. In this area of We the People, Moflo has the 5 of Cups, which is my Russia-China card on how they manipulate elections and data and propaganda to maintain control over the office of the President of the United States. And Schiff and Schiff and the FBI have the Sun, what's to be revealed. Moflo had this on her ascendant. And there you go, the Sun is right here. This was also getting eclipsed because remember I said this Sun would be conjunct the Venus at the Saturn-Pluto conjunction or at the full moon eclipse, and was conjunct the moon for we the people in the USA Declaration of Independence horoscope. Here in We the People, Donald has the Six of Pentacles, which is, you know, kickbacks, payments. Oh my gosh, Bill Barr also had the Sun here, because this is also revealing the Sun in the elections lately. And Stubb had the Emperor, Emperor Don. And this, we have to look to the 10th house. So the public sky. So whatever happens here with We the People leads to what is crowning Washington, D.C. And because this is about elections, our elections. So they're all in on this. Everybody knows what's going on about what they're doing to us, the electorate, and how that manipulation gives us an emperor that crowns all of the United States. When it comes to shared resources, life, death, transformation, I've been seeing the life-death card when it has to do with killing investigations. I've been seeing the transformation and magician card to transform, manipulate data. Now this area is saying, look at the black moon the black moon Lilith. So this is the dark side of the moon, all that dark stuff. MoFlo in this sector, shared resources, has the government, the dark side of the moon, the dark side of the government. SCHIFF and the FBI have the High Priestess, and this is how Russia ruins elections worldwide, runs and ruins them. Fotis had the King of Wands, which would be angry Putin, angry Stubb. Bill Barr had the Page of Cups. That's been associated with a whistleblower, but that sometimes that is Ivanka. And then here we go. Why do I have the Emperor here again? You can't have the Emperor here twice. I don't know why. Ignore that part. So we have shared governments with Trump, Russia, and they all know. And that's the dark belly, the back channel of the government. In this area that has to do with long distance travel, well, here we have the planet of Uranus at this quarter moon, which means shocking, upsetting things. And because it says it's going to be part of an air element, we're going to be looking at communications, discussions, electronics, especially now that Mercury is retrograde. MoFlo has the Ace of Swords, she has judgment. She's receiving a lot of judgment. She's being judged harshly for what she knows is going over. I call this Putin's house, Stubbs' house. And the FBI SCHIFF, they're all over it. They know what kind of ops, intellectual ops, mind games are originating from over there. What's crowning Washington, D.C.? Here we have a Mercury retrograde. We're looking towards the fire element in desire. MoFlo has the Three of Cups. So this is two things when it comes to mind with her. Not only the 2016 elections and the 2018 and the upcoming 2020 elections, it's the trifecta of cups between her, Fotis, and Stubb. Because, that's the Page of Cups we're referencing to. Because she's been the Page of Cups running money somewhere for Donald. Donald is the Knight of Cups running money to the King of Cups, which is Stubb. So that's why Bill Barr had the Page of Cups, MoFlo transferring money under shared resources. It all connects. So this is what's crowning Washington, D.C. this week. On top of it, SCHIFF and the FBI, the Seven of Pentacles for me has been votes. And it can, in the past, it's also been money that's been laundered back to the Trump campaign. Whatever MoFlo went, whatever was given to them, they got a kickback through the campaign. In terms of hopes, wishes, friendships. Okay, so this has to do, this area, the focus is going to be, oh my goodness, the south node of the moon, which is where Mars is going to, the south node of the moon actually is in this area of Donald in the White House. That has to do with life's debt. So when we look at these cards, we're looking at the debts that these characters have to pay. Moflo has the Chariot because she's their runner. She was running money and data back and forth to their friends. Schiff and the FBI, they know that she's been running it between both governments. In the House of Secrets, Moflo's secret is she's stealing, and she knows about stealing elections, and her hidden enemy is the Trump dynasty. That is interesting. We're looking, the 12th house says, what we're looking at here is the planet Uranus to be active, and there it is over in Stubbs' house. Lands far away. Stealing and the Trump dynasty. My gosh, I hope this happens this week. Schiff and the FBI have sudden news, things happening related to money and power. The hidden enemy is all the fighting and the obstruction. We talked about the ascendant. I know I'm going in a weird order. In this area of identity, who I am, Moflo has, I'm tied up. Total mind game, or she's being threatened with jail. This area tells us we have to look for the planet Chiron, which is over here in shared resources, which has to do with self-healing. So she's trying to maybe heal a wound. She knows she's in trouble. Schiff and the FBI have Trump-Russia, the agreement for how they're going to co-govern. Actually, Stubb governs, but co-rule the world, USA, Russia. In this area that has to do with income gains and votes, here Donald drew the Chariot, which means money is on the move, votes are on the move. Bill Barr drew the Knight of Pentacles, as did Moflo. So that's their mercenary, and and Stubb had Seven of Swords here, stealing money, stealing votes. What did the FBI and Schiff have? The Chariot is what they know. Things are moving, and the plans that were generated overseas for this. My gosh, you guys. This area that has to do with communications, agreements, neighborhoods, siblings. Here we are to look at this 4th house, where the moon is right now, and our roots. So there's fraud. There's the White House per Moflo. She drew the Queen of Swords. Hello, SDNY. Schiff and the FBI drew the Mafia, and also winning unfairly. Donald had the Six of Swords, transmitting information. Bill Barr had the Three of Pentacles, their discussion and how they're doing this. And what did Stubb have? Oh, the Ten of Swords. They have to do that because Donald can't win. They all know he can't win. That's why they keep giving Putin more stuff. Fix our elections. And I already talked about this, the 4th house of defense. That's quite interesting. Okay. I hope you liked this video. Y'all are probably getting ready to watch Jen and Johnny. I might hop on there myself. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great week. It's going to be hopping. Take care of yourselves, okay? Thanks. Please click like, subscribe, and check your notifications because, things happen. Thanks.